So let me share the screen, okay, and I will tell you what to do. So you know that when you install Unity, you have Unity Hub. Okay, this is the main thing from which you actually start your project or open existing projects. Okay, do you see my screen? Oh wait, it has stopped once again. Let me share once again. Okay. Okay, do you see the screen? Excellent. Okay, so you see here, this is the Unity Hub when you install it. Okay, so double click to open that. Okay, why do we open Unity Hub? Because we are going to start the project from Unity Hub. Any project that you want to create, actually you have to start with Unity Hub. Okay, so it takes time to start Unity Hub, and then it takes much more time to create a new project. Okay, but we have to do that. And in general, next time when you come to the class, so try to open the Unity Hub before the start of the class so that we don't waste time. Okay, I wanted to show you today that how to start Unity Hub and how to create a project. That's why I did not start it before. So here it's loading. You see it's taking time. Okay, so this is Unity Hub. For you, this may be empty if you have not created any project. Okay, what I can do, I will create a new project. Okay, I see this arrow because I have three different versions or two different versions, 2019, 2018. I even don't have 2020. Okay, so whatever version is there, if you have one version, no issues, just create on the new. So you have to do this with me. Okay, so from the Unity Hub, click on the new. You will see the create a new project window. Okay, this dialog box, you come down in the dialog box and you see that actually here are different templates. A template is actually a starter file in which many things are there already for you. So for creating a 3D games, you will use 3D templates. So it is easy to set up a project without doing many things that you would do if you create an empty project. So support for 3D is in this template. For 2D games, this one is good. Okay, the 2D template. Then you have other templates. And what we are going to do, you see there are many different types of games. Okay, VR games and mobile games, for example, mobile 3D, for auto, mobile 2D, etc. Okay, so let's say we see that there is a platformer micro game, there is a first-person shooter micro game, and there is a karting micro game. Now I have already downloaded here. Okay, this is already downloaded. You can click on the download here to download the 2D platformer micro game. So we are going to work today on this 2D platformer micro game. Okay, and you should have a location. Now this location can be anywhere, but if it is good if you have a location, let's say, for example, in your project folder or in your course folder, which let's say Unity, within the Unity, you see, for example, for me, because I have, fall 2021, okay, so I save this here. Okay, so you should have a folder because in the course we will create many more projects, so you should choose one folder and this will be there all the time. So we are going to create a 2D platformer game. I choose this, I click this. If it's already not downloaded, it will take time to download. Once downloaded, you will see the icon. Okay, and here we can, let's say that sample tutorial. For me, let's say this is sample tutorial. Okay, you can give it any name. Okay, so those students who have installed Unity, okay, they should create the new project, choose the 2D platformer, download the game by clicking here. It will download after a few seconds or minutes. Okay, choose this one, give the project a name, choose a location, and then click on create. Anyone who has a problem, because I want to create and then you will not be able to see. So if you have any question in this, ask me now, otherwise I will create this project and then you will not be able to see that. Any question? Okay, let me create this. If you have any question, we can create a new one. So I will click on create and you see the Unity Hub is gone. I don't see that. Why? Because it is launching a new project. So it will take some time, sometimes even up to 10 minutes if your computer is slow. Okay, so this is the Unity editor a splash screen, okay, the start of the Unity, we have to wait. Any question from anyone who cannot follow, the instructions? No questions, okay. So who is following me? Who has started the creating process? Okay, excellent. Sarah, Shahad, Bishra. Good. Okay. So if 10 students have already started, I'm happy that these 10, they are going to be good in grades. Okay. And those who have not installed, I wish them good luck to do some cooking at the home and to play some games on computer games instead of taking this course. Okay. So it will take time. You see, it is initializing project template. Okay. Oh, you see, I have, okay. So this has downloaded, but I think it was destroyed. It's not available, I think. Okay. So that's why I failed to resolve. Okay. So I quit that. Let's see what happens. Okay, good. Saliha, excellent. Okay, so let me start Unity Hub once again. Let's see what's the problem. Okay, maybe the problem is because I already used that actually in the past, okay, for another group of students. So let me delete this, let's say. Okay, let me remove from the list, then I will go to new. Okay, this time let me try 2018, for example. Okay, in 2018, okay, I come down. Okay, so in 2018 you don't see this. Yes, this is one thing. Okay, it's not available in 2018, the platform and template. Okay, but you can download it. Okay, going to Unity 3D, download the template. Okay, so how do you download it? Let's say I go here. Okay, Unity platformer. Okay, tutorial. Let's say. Okay, I search Unity platformer tutorial. Okay, and then platformer microgame. Actually, this is actually microgame. So I go on platformer microgame in Unity Learn. Okay, and this is how it should look like if I choose it. Okay, so if I sign in, let's say, we will see this in the after some time, but actually it is available for you. Okay, there are some other things that you can do. For example, okay, different mods or different looks of the same game, different people have changed it. You can see change to different things and they have uploaded, so you can also change it and upload your own, for example, if you want. Okay, so 2D platformer micro game is this one, and we can actually click, you see here, platformer micro game. Okay, so if I click on the platformer micro game, this is the asset store. Okay, it takes me to Unity asset store. There is the platformer micro game. Now if you don't I have told you before that in 2019, if you create in 2019, if you have it, you will already see the platformer game here. Okay, here it's there. Okay, now actually I have some problem with it, so I cannot use it. Or if you have 2018, then you can do that. Okay, so let me go back here. If I want to download it, I will say add to my assets. Okay, so add to my asset, I will accept. Okay, you see here I just accepted that, and then I say open in Unity. Okay, so when I open in Unity, yes, I will open the Unity editor. Okay, so this will only be shown if you have Unity installed. If you don't have Unity installed, then you will not see this open in Unity because you don't have it. Okay, so platformer micro game, I went to the Unity asset store. I searched in the Google platformer micro game. Okay, and then you see here I clicked on add to my assets, and then I said yes, open in Unity. Okay, now I opened it because I have a user account. We have not done this before, but I will if I think you have studied the the guide to install Unity. So by installing Unity, you already actually should have your sign in. So you should see I have signed in. This is my account, and when I say add to my asset, it is added to my assets. Okay, and there are many other games. For example, I can use that, but for the time being we are just interested in this one. And you can see that this is the original assets, and then someone changed it. For example, you can change it to make it like this. Let's see. Okay, so these assets are available. You can change the background colors. Okay, you can change the effects, and even here you can see some other things have been introduced. Similarly, there is the other thing. Okay, so I opened. It is taking time. It will be loaded, I hope, within a few minutes. Okay, until then, let's see. I don't want to create this. It gave me an error, and this is Unity Hub. Okay, this is also okay. So I wanted to delete that. I don't know why. Remove from the list. Remove from the list. Yeah, it is removed from the list. Okay, so just waiting for Unity to start. Okay, start what? Start the project that I just created for you people. Okay, if you see it in the create, in the new, just create a new project. Okay, and when you create a new project, you will see a screen that will be similar to the screen which is opening for me also. Okay, I think well, it doesn't seem to load anything. Just give me a minute. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, so what I do, let's say I open this. You will see. Okay, it's loading. My system is slow because I have too many windows here. You can see tabs, and I have too many applications even here. Okay, so that's why my memory is quite limited. For you, it may be taking less time, hopefully. Okay, so this is now initializing. Okay, the same project. Okay, I will also show you third way to do this. Okay, so first way was using from Unity Hub. You click on the new button, then choose the platformer 2D, download it, and create a new project from it. Give it a name, save it as some location, and start it. The second thing is to go to Unity Assets, click on Add to My Asset, and then run it. Okay, so it should open the project. The third way is also there, and the third way is that you create an empty Unity project. How do you create an empty Unity project? You open the Unity Hub, then create a simple 2D project. Because this is 2D, so you will choose Unity Hub. Okay, so from Unity Hub, we are interested in the 2D project. Okay, so we will create a new 2D project, for example, from here. So when a 2D empty project is created, okay, it will open. When you create it, give it a name. When this is opened, okay, so you will see just empty project. Okay, as I showed to you last time. Okay, we have done it last time. This I did in the class. Okay, so when this is opened, let's see. Just wait while the project is opening. Is there anyone who has already opened the project who can see something? What do you see? Okay, excellent. Seham, what do you see? Is building? Yeah. Okay, building. You see the building in the background. Okay, good. So it's being created for me. I hope it will open in a few seconds. Remember that next time before the class, you should start, the Unity Hub, etc. Okay, to do that. So you will be creating a new project, let's say next time before the class, so we don't waste time. Okay. Okay, it's taking time to import objects. You can see. Oh, okay, let me share again. Okay, so here is the sample platformer. I will just quit this. What you see will be something like this. Okay, what Siham said that she saw a building. So yes, there is some platform. This is known as the platform. Okay, so we have this thing. There is something in the scene, so you can zoom in using the wheel, mouse wheel. Okay, and you see here your character. Okay, you can zoom out. Okay, and you can use the hand, icon, hand tool to move this thing. You can even zoom out further, okay, to see this is the whole game actually. Okay, so in this whole game we are actually seeing only this part, this rectangular part, because this is how our camera is. So our camera is here. Okay, so this is our camera. You can see the single symbol, and this main camera, it is actually attached to our character, and the character is the player. So if I click on the player, I will see the player. Okay, now I can rotate actually my camera. Yes, there is sound. Okay, I hope everyone is listening to me. Okay, okay, so you can see if I move out, and I can, you see, let's say press the alt button. Okay, this is 2D actually. I cannot go into the 3D, but if I click here, you see this is 2D. Okay, so I can just go left and right. I cannot move around. Okay, but if I click on this to show that how it looks like in 3D, you can see. Okay, so in 3D it's like this. If you remember the slides I showed to you last time, that there is a background and there is the foreground. So between the background and the foreground you have the platform, okay, where the player can actually jump and run. Okay, so this is how it looks like in 3D. This is my camera, okay, and my character, etc. Everything. These are the sound files. Why sound files? Because the sound files are going to be played. Okay, so I'm going to play the sound file, for example. Okay, so my character is this. This is my character, the blue one. Okay, I can click on the player to see the character. Okay, once again I click on the 2D, so it will become 2D, and I can see that 2D. Okay, I will zoom in. Here I zoom into the camera. Now this player, I can click on the move tool, okay, and I can move it at different location. For example, you see I can move the location. Now this sound file is attached with the camera, sorry, the player, because the player starts, so the sound starts. Okay, so let's say if you create a new project, you don't see this, then you can click on tutorial. Okay, show tutorials. Okay, so in the show tutorials, you can see there is 2D platformer tutorials, which opens this one. Okay, and there are many tutorials within this. Okay, so if I want to start a tutorial, this one, okay, I will click on the first one on the right, which shows the playtest. Okay, so I will click on the playtest. Okay, I don't want to save changes to existing one, so I will not save. Okay, it will create a new project just for that tutorial. Okay, so here is the information. You should start doing it with me. Okay, in this first tutorial you will start by playing the platformer game. After, you will learn how to make your first modification in Unity. So you will play the game and you will learn how to modify things in Unity. So we start to begin. Okay, here this is start to begin, and these are list of all tutorials, but I have installed only this tutorial. So let me start. Okay, then there is the play button, okay, which stands for the play mode. Okay, so if I play the button, I can also use the shortcut control P. Okay, so it will start the game. Okay, it takes time. As I told you before, my computer is slow, but the game has started. Now there is some sound. Okay, so if I want to mute the audio, I will click here to mute the audio. I don't want to make noise, so I have just muted the audio. If I unmute, it will play again. I will start it. To stop the sound, I click that. Okay, now I can move my arrows left and right to move the character. Okay, and as I move, you can see here in this area there will be an audio. Okay, one short audio. Why? Because if I play the sound, okay, so there is actually small sound, but because of the music we cannot hear that. So anyways, I will mute the audio, and the space button is there to jump. Okay, if I just press a little bit, it will make a small jump. If I keep it pressing, so it will have a long jump. Okay, so I can move it, the player, I can jump just like Mario Brothers. I can jump on this character to actually destroy that. Okay, and I can jump, see, from this position. Similarly, oh, okay, and these are the platformers. So here I cannot jump because you see there is a wall above me. So this is just to play, to know how does it work. Okay, okay, let's say this is how the game looks like. Now if I touch this, I will be out. You see, I'm out, and I will start once again. Okay, so this is the basic game, and by this tutorial you should understand that how to play this game. Even if I get down, okay, the player is out and the player will start again. Okay, so this is how it works. Now I will stop the game. Okay, and here they give me the option, so I have exited the play mode. Okay, now it says the next type, that select the game object in the hierarchy. I know about the hierarchy. There is the hierarchy. This is my scene view. When I play, it will go into the game view. Okay, we already know this. Then the asset store, then these are the assets. We will see that inshallah in the next tutorial. And these are the project files, project related documents, everything, assets. Okay, so it says that we will highlight how high your player game object can jump. Okay, so we'll modify to see how high our player object can jump. So there are the list of game objects here. Okay, if you want to change the player object, I will click on the player. So when the player is clicked here, okay, you can see the maximum speed is here 3. These are the properties in the inspector window. So if I choose another object from here, it will show me the properties of that object. But because I have selected the player, so it's showing me the maximum speed. Okay, so if I change the maximum speed to, for example, I can change it like this, 3.18, etc. Okay, I changed, and then let's say I will go next. Okay, now I will see play again. It will change from scene mode to game mode. It will show me the game mode, and in the game mode I will be able to play the game. You can see it's game mode. Okay, the audio is mute, so I cannot hear anything. You cannot hear anything, but now the speed is more than before. Okay, you can see it's very speedy. I can even click here during the play. Right now, because this is tutorial, they don't allow me, but in actually when you are developing, you can change the speed value, okay, to actually see the changes in the speed. So let me stop this, for example. Okay, and I can change the value to something else, to make it 1 or to make it 2, actually, to play the game. Okay, but it's not allowing me the change because it's a tutorial. Okay, so the first tutorial is completed. In the first tutorial, what we did, I changed the, first I learned how to open a project. Okay, then within the project I know about different parts of this project or the editor. Then I selected the player. When I clicked on the player, I will see the inspector for the player, in which I can see one variable 5, maximum speed. The value was 3. I changed it to 5.43. So now I can see that my player speed has been increased and the player is running fast. Okay, so let's go to the tutorial 2. Okay, I don't want to save tutorial 1. Okay, it will load tutorial 2. Okay, now in the tutorial 2, what we are going to do is editor controls. Okay, what are the controls in the editor? So let me begin by clicking on start. Okay, are you following me? Those who have Unity, are you following me or not? Yes, excellent. Okay, thank you. Very good. Well done. Well done. Okay, so I will click on the start to begin. Okay, and what I see is that we have this hierarchy view and we have this scene view. Okay, these are the two views I have already shown you, okay, in the lecture. So the scene view allows you to navigate and edit your scene, and the hierarchy view, the window, it contains a list of everything in the current scene that is open in the editor. All those things which you see are here. So for example, if I click on the enemies, okay, so there will be the enemies. There are how many? Well, actually I cannot click because this is tutorial. They don't allow me. But if you click, you will see all those enemies. Okay, so the red ones, like here, the red one, it's very small. You will be able to see that. Okay. Now click next to continue. I will continue. There is the hand tool. Okay, I will click on the hand tool. Okay, and then pan around the scene. So I can do like this. Okay, see what's inside the scene. Okay, at different, the different points in the level. Okay, then I go to next. Zoom scene. Okay, you can have the alt option and move your mouse. Okay, left click, sorry, right click, alt option and right click, it will be able to zoom, or you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in. Okay, so zoom in and zoom out, you should know how to do it because we will use that quite a lot in the game development. Okay, so after that, select the move tool. Where is the move tool? So the first one was the hand tool, the second one is the move tool. I click on the move tool. Okay, or you can also click on the W. So for the first one is Q, hand tool, then you have W for move tool, then you have E for rotate tool, then you have R for scale tool. So this is QWERTY, Q W E R T Y. Okay, so this helps you in selecting the tools. Okay, now we want to select a token. Okay, so we click on the yellow token here, let's say on the center of the screen. This is a token that the player could. Now all the tokens are here, you can see in this screen, in this hierarchy list of all tokens. There are many tokens, maybe around 50 tokens or more than that. So I select this one. Okay, and I can move it. So I see, you can see I can move this token at different positions. Okay, and I can move it up, for example. Okay, so this is how I move the token. We have already seen this thing. Okay, so after moving my tutorial, this part is complete. I will go to the next part. This is completed. Let's go to tutorial 3, edit colors. Okay, I don't want to save. Okay, so 2 tutorials have been completed and you should follow this with me. We just want to come do very quickly and then we will start the actual game. Okay, let's start the third one, in which we edit the colors. Okay, so we will select our player and we will modify its material. You remember last time I told you how you can create a new material and how you can change the color of material and then apply the material to anything. So last time we had a plane, and we had a cube and a sphere, and I applied different materials to them. So here we already have material, let's say, and we will apply the change of color to material. So let me start. Okay, we can select a player in the hierarchy. So I select this player in the hierarchy. Okay, over here, this selects my player. Okay, and here you see that here is the color, which is about sprite render. So render is how you display the character on the screen, and it has a color. So this was the color of my player. If I click on the color here, the dropper, okay, so I can choose a different color. So let's say I'm changing the color to green. for example. Okay, and here I can make it dark or light. Okay, so let me choose this color, for example. Okay, so this is the green color. The new color is this one. The old color is this one. Okay, so old color versus new color. I can also move these handles to check my color, and I can make it, transparent, etc. But let's not go into that detail. I'll just select the color. I will click on the cross. Okay, so I have changed the color. Okay, I closed it. Next, I again check whether the color has been changed or not. Okay, so I will click on the play button to play the game. Okay, and we will see if the color has been changed or not. So this is the green color, and you can see that the player color has been changed. So if I click on the space bar, okay, so the player color has been changed. Now the player is green. Okay, so this was the change in my token, and then I can go up this and so on. Okay, so I should exit now. Okay, and click on next to continue, and again tutorial 3 is complete. I can now go to tutorial 4, the next tutorial. Okay, any question from anyone in the first 3 tutorials? No question. Okay, excellent. Now in tutorial 4, we will add an enemy. Okay, so we will add any enemy prefab. What is a prefab? A prefab is a game object that has components and properties and is stored as an asset. Okay, so you can see these are assets. Within the asset you have prefabs, and there are different prefabs. So I have only one player which is already there, but I can have many more enemies. Okay, so the project window lists, this is the project window here, and when I click on the project window, it will open the details here. So within the project window I have assets. Within the assets I have prefabs folder, and then you can see within the asset I have prefabs folder, and within the prefabs I see different things over here. Okay, so let's begin this. What I can do is that I will choose an enemy. This is the enemy. Okay, a new one. Okay, from here, and I will drag in the scene view wherever I want. So this is my scene view. So I will click it and I will drag it into the scene view, but it has not been clicked because yeah. Okay, so it does not allow me to click. Now it has been clicked, and wherever I want to put it. Okay, so for example I will put it, let's say, here. Okay, in this location. No, I will put it here just to know. Okay, so I will put it up in the air in this location, and I can zoom in. Okay, it's done. Okay, so what is done or not? Yeah, it's here, I think. Okay, so let me what's next? Select the move tool. So I have created the enemy, okay, which is here, this one. Okay, and I will select the move tool. The enemy has been selected for me, and I can move it. Oh no, I selected the wrong thing, not the enemy. Wait, where is the enemy? The enemy was here. This is the enemy. Okay, so I can move the enemy. You can see at different positions. Okay, this is how my enemy looked like. Okay, so I have repositioned my enemy with the help of these move handles. Then you can rotate and scale tools that work in a similar way to move, but in fact we don't need to move and rotate because this is 2D game. I can just play it, for example, if I want, but it does not allow me. So this will complete my tutorial. So in one tutorial I changed the color of the player. In another tutorial I added an enemy. This is how you can add anything, any asset or a prefab into the scene. Okay, then before that we learned how to move things, okay, and so on. Okay, then there is a tutorial about building and publishing. Okay, so how do you build a project for example web? Okay, here is some information we have completed. If I go back to the all tutorials, okay, so we have completed already 1 2 3 4 etc. So build and publish has not been completed, so I can click on the build and publish. Okay, This is how it will start. Okay, so now you have finished customizing the micro game, and it's time to share it. So we can share it with friends, family members. Okay, so in this tutorial you will build this Unity project into a game that your friends and family can play on a dedicated web page. So we will create a game, we will create a web page for the game, and then you can share the address of the web page with your friends and families, and then they can play it. Okay, so building this Unity project can take some time. Please be patient as you create your microgame. This is one thing. Project building, then actually exporting and publishing, etc. This takes time, but when you have to do it, of course, you have to wait. So we'll start. Okay, then open the WebGL publisher. Now, what is WebGL? WebGL is, a language for creating graphics and games on the internet in the browser. Okay, so from the top menu, we will select Publish and WebGL project. Publish and WebGL project. I hope you can see this. Okay, I hope you can see the WebGL project in top. If you cannot see this, then actually you have to install it. There is another way to install it. Okay, so here we will create new WebGL build and create a new folder to store your build files. Okay, so this is created. You can see HTML5. Now if you don't see it, the reason is if you click on your build, for example, this was 2019. Okay, and if you see here, actually, where was that? No, not here, sorry. Yeah, if you go to installs, okay, then in 2019, for example, you see here there is the HTML5. If you don't see HTML5 here, or if you're using 2018, you don't see this 5, okay, WebGL will support, then you can click on these 3 dots. You will check on add modules. Okay, and in the add modules, actually you will select the WebGL support. WebGL will support. When it is when you check it, you will make done. Okay, okay, it is already selected. So when I click on done, it will be installed, for example. Okay, but for me it is already there. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. So you should see this in the installs. If it is not installed, you can click on the 3 dots and add the module here. Now I suppose that everyone has this. Okay, and when we come here, what we did was publish WebGL project. Okay, in the WebGL project, we saw this window. Okay, the publish window, and I will create a new WebGL build. Okay, like here the instruction is create new WebGL build. Okay, in my downloads, for example, I will create a WebGL build folder. Okay, I created it last time, so I have chosen a folder. Okay, and within this folder it will actually let me play the next. Okay, now it's hanged here exactly. So when create a new, it's okay, it's building, so it's taking time. Okay, when it's done, my project will be built. Maybe I have some errors, for example. Okay, so I have to see what are the errors, and then I will actually solve those errors. Okay, any question until this point? Because this is the last step in the tutorial. Any question from anyone? I will stop sharing this. Any questions? So my build is being created. No. Okay, excellent. So no means, I believe that the no means that you understand this. Okay, so just wait, my build is created. Let me stop the recording, I think, or let's continue for a few more minutes. Let's see. Okay, just give me a minute. So it is creating, bundling and compressing files. Let me share the screen once again so that you can see that. Oh, so you see it is converting and compiling the scripting files. So there are script files or the code files which we haven't seen. You will see that sometimes next. Okay, that how we have the code files in Unity project. Okay. Okay, so it is going to create various things in the background for building the player. Okay, let's see, nothing yet. Okay, for those girls who have not installed Unity, okay, I'm going to take a break, okay, in a minute. So you people have time. I will take a break for Salah. So before coming, you can just quickly download Unity within the 10-15 minutes, okay, so that after the break in the next class, actually we are going to start a new project, okay. So please download it now, okay, install it, because it will take 10 to 15 minutes to install that, and then in the next class we are going to start a project. Okay, already you see that it is taking time to build the project. Okay, it was written here that it can take up to 30 minutes. Wow. Okay, so it means that I will stop the recording, I will take a break, rather we all will take a break. Okay, we will see that after the